Yerky is looking at a screen, playing his synthesizer to a 2/4 rhythm. Sections above the keyboard are marked Poles, Group, and Frozen. What is his surprising job? I'll say that again. Yerky is looking at a screen, playing his synthesizer to a 2/4 rhythm. Sections above the keyboard are marked Poles, Group, and Frozen. What is his surprising job?
All I know is, Poles, Group, and Frozen could be exactly how we are right now. I've sort of turned into a beanpole. Matt's trying to assemble his thoughts into a group, and Abby has certainly frozen in place with a sort of horrified expression on her face. So, 2/4 rhythms. That's quite a simple rhythm, isn't it, Matt?
And I know
musician in the group.
We've had two questions now that are music related, and I'm quite musical. I do quite a musical thing, and I have no idea for either of them from the off.
Okay.
Synthesizers are normally computer-based or electronics-based, but Poles, Group, and Frozen aren't related to synthesizers in any way I can think of.
What if it has to do with the North Pole?
Ooh.
This is just dumb, because Frozen, my brain immediately went to Frozen, let it go, let it go. And I was like, wait.
There's group singing.
And Yerky sounds like a Nordic name or a Finnish name.
It does.
And a 2/4 Poles, Group, and Frozen. Is this... Can't you go on holiday to like a Santa experience?
Yeah, you can.
In Lapland, in Finland or Sweden.
Is this Yerky? He's like in charge of letting kids through to different sections of the park where there's Santa. And so you got the Poles over in this bit, you got the Frozen children. That's wrong. There's a group of children. I don't know.
2/4 is a march.
Yes.
Boom.
That was the next thing I was going to ask.
Marching the children?
Oh, no. No, okay.
Is that where the elves come from?
They're marching the children into the workhouse to make the toys.
Okay, so
that's where the bad children go.
Good things you have worked out so far. 2/4 is a march. Correct part of the world. The whole children and forced labour thing? No, that's not...
It's one of those Jet 2 holidays where you think you're going for a good thing, but you end up working in the...
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
This is well, okay. So Poles, Group, and Frozen. And a march. So what marches happen in Finland? The only march I've been on recently, and it was weird, was I went to Rotterdam when Santa arrives, or Sinterklaas, right? And that is terrifying because he has all of his elves come off the boat first, because of course they come from this amazing country called Spain, right? So Santa Claus arrives from Spain with all the stuff to give to the kids, and they throw biscuits at you in the street. It's mental, right? They literally just chuck biscuits at your face, and you've got to catch them in bags. But
I'm just imagining Spanish Santa arriving in Rotterdam. Hola, buenos dias.
No, it's not Spanish Santa.
It's very much. So he used to have his elves, which are now they're called Schwarze Peter, and in the past Schwarze Peter would be in full blackface because they were obviously, this is pre when everybody was fine with the transatlantic slave trade and everything else, and so that's where it comes from. It's worrying, but now they're not like that, so they don't do that anymore, which is a relief. Well done. Yes. And we're trying to think, is it Netherlands?
It's completely unrelated to that.
Okay, good.
We've already established Finland.
Finland, but they don't have a sort of similar Christmas thing.
Nope. And you're right, we're up north. It's not like North Pole north, but we're up north.
Does it have to do with the sun and solstices?
The words are Poles, Group, and Frozen.
Poles, Group, Frozen.
Poles is probably going to be the biggest clue there.
So there's two poles. There's a South Pole as well. So are they doing... Is it like there's a march that happens on the South Pole and the North Pole at the same time, except nobody lives in South Pole, so that...
No, we're literally talking sticks.
And people do live at the South Pole.
Not right at the South Pole, do they?
Yeah, there's an Arctic research base there.
They're nuts.
Yeah, they don't go out in winter, though.
Okay. Or ever. That is nuts. I didn't realise they were that far south, as it were. Anyway, sorry. Okay.
There's. Oh, you said it was physical poles. I was going to say because there's true north and magnetic north.
No, it's
but that's nowhere
physical
near
poles that people are marching with Or something close to marching.
Oh, batons. It's like cheerleading.
Cheerleading is closer, but not that close. This is, in what may be the biggest clue I can give you, a question in sport.
Sports with poles in include things like skiing, because you get whipped with them. So is it to do with cross-country skiing?
It is to do with cross-country skiing, Izzy.
Okay, right.
Specifically cross-country.
Ice. Frozen is ice rather than snow.
Yep.
And group is people crying because it's the most horrific sport in the world.
Is this someone live scoring the TV coverage of it based on what is currently being shown or what's currently happening?
Yes.
What?
Live scoring implies, I think, something a little more musical than what's actually happening. You're nearly there.
Camera changing.
Oh, chanting! You get fans chanting like at football matches.
You might. It's cross-country skiing. That's the last clue here.
Oh, is it to keep the rhythm? Someone
So it's
like
1,
banging
2,
a drum?
1, 2.
Nope,
1,
this is just
2.
this is just for the TV broadcast.
Sound effects.
Sound effects. Keep
Is
going.
he doing Foley?
Yes, he is, Matt.
Is it because they can't afford microphones?
Yes,
out
it
in
is.
that-
You cannot mic up
temperatures?
an entire cross-country skiing course.
Ah.
Oh my god. So he's literally just like making noises and like rustling his own coat and stuff to get...
Well, it's all on a synthesizer. It's all automated sound effects. This is Jyrki Ihalainen, who has artificially enhanced skiing broadcasts for many years. He has an electronic keyboard which produces a soundscape with skis sliding, ski poles hitting the snow, cowbells ringing, dogs barking, and he plays different sounds depending on the snow, the environment, whether they're going uphill, downhill, how far they are from the cameras, and whether we're seeing one skier or a group.
I've not heard of live Foley before, never mind in sport.
I mean, you heard of Foley before because obviously, you know, Ambridge, what's that called?
The Archers.
That long running.
The Archers,
yeah. That they often use it to just emphasise. This is why people, for those who don't know, it's the longest running soap opera ever. It's on Radio 4, and it basically is a load of farmers in the middle of nowhere in, well, Midlands, isn't it? UK. And in order to enhance any dramatic scene, there's usually a sheep giving birth in the background or somebody like putting their hand in something and squelching just to give it that sort of like rural je ne sais quoi. And yeah, no, that makes...
And the reason for Foley is if you're on a set recording for audio or audio and video, the one thing you need more than anything else is good quality voice recordings. So generally you won't mic up anything else because that's a lot of effort. And you just concentrate on the mouth sounds and then you add in everything else over the top afterwards. So if you're in a noisy bar, the noisy bar sound that you can hear is normally recorded elsewhere at another time. And it's the same with footsteps and fight noises. And
yeah, when you see people acting in like clubber scenes, you know, for TV and stuff, you actually just have people talking normally with everybody else miming to no music and pretending to talk to each other.
So I'll ask you to put the last piece of the puzzle together. Why does he have to do this for cross-country skiing? Why doesn't this happen for other ski sports, for generally any sport?
is it filmed on a helicopter? Or like long-distance cameras? Like
Matt, you've got it. It is really easy to get telephoto images these days. Whether it's from a drone or a helicopter or just a really long lens, it is extremely difficult to get tele-audio sound. It is much easier to get Jyrki in a studio playing a synthesizer to cue in the sound effects. The Lateral book is out now. Just click on the link to get your copy.